Hello and buongiorno to our Italian viewership. It is the Airbuds Podcast. Peace to all my niggas in Napoli. Getting it done, getting that money. This is a podcast about basketball still. I'm Jamel.
And I'm Mike Benner. Happy basketball.
Happy basketball to you too, sir.
I couldn't get Google Translate open quick enough to figure out how to say happy basketball in Italian.
They know.
Bene basketball.
Buon basket. That's how you say it. It's actually literally buon basket.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah. Happy basketball to everybody. We have a fantastic guest today. Before we get to him, I got to get some business out of the way. Guys, go to patreon.com/airbudspod. $5 a month gets you bonus episodes, gets you access to the Discord, and, just gives you the good feeling that you're supporting the buds financially in these troubling times. And then if you can't support us that way, there are several other ways you can help us out. Go to Spotify, go to Apple Podcasts, give us 5 stars. We are told that helps us somehow. I don't know. At this point,
hasn't helped in 7 years.
Yeah, I mean, we've got, I think, like 98% 5-star reviews. We're not famous. We're not rich. We're not getting big money deals from mattress companies.
Ramona Shelburne ice grilled us at a Clippers game. You would think she would know about the 98% 5 stars.
Yeah. But hey, go click that button. It takes you 5 seconds and helps us out, apparently. And then, Jamel, I'm just going to throw some plugs in right at the top because I need people to help me out this week. This Friday, January 12th, I believe. Is that this Friday, right?
January 6th times 2.
January 6th times 2. I have a movie coming out, guys. A movie I wrote is coming out on Shudder and in theaters across America. It's called Destroy All Neighbors. It is a horror comedy splatterfest starring Jonah Ray and Alex Winters of Bill and Ted fame and multiple other things. It is a goofy, fun movie. I'm very proud of it. I think it's going to be fun. So check out your local listings for, I think it's playing at Alamo Draft Houses across the country. If you're in New York, it's playing at the IFC Center. Or if you're don't want to leave the house, just do a free trial of Shudder, which is like Netflix for horror movies, and stream it this weekend. That would be great. And then what else? Oh, yeah. Sunday, January 21st, come to the Elysian Theater in Los Angeles. I have a script of mine is being read by Dead Pilot Society, which is a podcast where they do table reads of scripts that networks bought but did not greenlight the series. And I've had the fortune of having that happen to me many times. So come hear one. Open Mike Eagle is going to be the star. The cast is great. Jamel, you're going to be in it.
Yes.
Do you promise to be funny?
Mm-hmm.
Great. Come hear Jamel be funny in a script that I wrote. Jamel, also, I'm just remembering now, we never did the table read for the fake pilot that I wrote for our Patreon subscribers that we promised.
You know what? That you promised. You the one promising that shit. All right? You had me call a guy. I got Joey Dardano. It's his birthday today, too, ironically. And every time I see a post from him, I think about how I messaged him and was like, hey, would you be willing to get fucked in this pilot? And Joey was like, yes, I actually would love to. And then we ain't do the shit. I'm like, Nick, that ain't on me.
If you back out, I'll do it.
Hey.
Thank you, Noah.
This is large.
I'm a good
to
understudy.
Give you context, to give you and listeners
under
that know
bottom.
what I'm talking about.
You say under bottom? No, you say under. Okay.
Understood.
Yeah.
But under bottom, I'll do I'll do anything.
Great. I promised on an episode long ago that I would write a pilot called Jamel and Benner Live in a Houseboat. And it's about us living in a houseboat in Seattle because we've run away from our lives. And I actually did write like a 30-page pilot, and I do think it's very funny. And
listen, we ready whenever.
All right, fine. Well, we're actually going to do this. That's,
we're all ready.
Before,
yeah.
All right, Noah, you're going to get fucked in this pilot. Today we have a very special guest.
Not on the pilot, doesn't matter.
Either way, he's available for all versions.
I'm available.
This guy-
We have a very special guest. You've already heard him. You've no doubt seen his videos on TikTok or Instagram. Please welcome Noah Morayniss, AKA Goodboy Noah. Did I get your last name correct?
Pretty good. Pretty good.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
we went over it
It's
for about 20 minutes before the pod
Yeah.
started.
It's
I
like
wanted to
it's
say, I just want to say more Morayniss. Like, yeah.
Yeah, like Rick Moranis.
It's like Rick Moranis like gets fucked more.
Yeah, or just punched in the street of New York.
Oh, that poor guy.
Yeah, it sucked because he was
Noah-
agoraphobic, and then he just walked out, the first time and just gets punched.
Is
And
that
then
true?
it's like, I think so. And then it's like, all right, my agoraphobia was correct.
Damn. And then he's going to go. So now he's back in the house for another 20 years.
Back in that, he finally got out, and now he's back in because New York.
Damn.
That
son.
is
Yeah.
so sad, but also very funny.
What is,
It's-
well,
yeah, I
that's
mean, it's
Rick.
fun.
Should Rick have been living in the Bronx? I don't know if Rick was supposed to be in the Bronx.
No, if you're
When he bought-
agoraphobic, you might as
before
well
he left
move.
his house back in the 90s, it was great.
Yeah, yeah. I'm actually related to him, but not. The name is just a coincidence. Like he's my second cousin once removed. So people are like, "Are you related to Rick Moranis?" And I'm like, "Yes, but not why you think I am. It's just random."
That's
Yeah, I'm
crazy.
not-
Totally other
I
shit.
swear to God.
Damn.
But I've
Dog,
never
I
met
believe
him.
every word of it. Based off how good you are at basketball, I believe every word you say. Anybody
I mean-
who could cut up the Burbank League the way I've seen this man.
You know, no big deal.
Yeah, that's right. So you guys know each other from playing basketball together.
We
Yeah.
were on the Burbank team. We were on the Scary Kittles Burbank Rec League team in the 2023 season. We missed the playoffs on one damn shot. We lost to the staff of the BMW, the Glendale BMW, by one damn shot. Noah had
You
kept
lost-
us in this game.
You lost to the staff of the Glendale BMW,
I can only assume.
my former like rival in Glendale.
Yeah, I know. We used to be back there all the time, right behind them, plotting,
Yeah.
scheming.
Wait, why are they
No,
your
I
rivals?
used to live in a house in Glendale, and my backyard jutted up against the back of the BMW dealership in Glendale, and they actually owned the house next door, and would park cars in our driveway all the time, to the point where it sometimes became a problem for us getting in and out of our own house.
What the hell?
And then we left because they sold the house, and now BMW of Glendale has completely leveled that house, and it is just a parking lot for their cars now.
Damn, they bought that house and then just no.
Yep, they bought the
I
house.
learned how
they
to play
leveled it.
Settlers of Catan in that house.
Yes, you did. Not for me.
Damn.
That sucks, dude. It makes
no,
me
I wanna-
ashamed to be a BMW X3 owner. I'm not trying to brag. I'm just saying, like, it brings me great shame.
It seemed like a kind of a humble brag a little bit.
It felt like a kind of a tiny bit of a flex.
Yeah,
I
I'm
tried to say
ashamed own
X3
a
to make
luxury
it.
car.
That's like the worst one. X3 is the worst one.
So
And
he's
it's
actually
used.
got an X5. He's actually
It's
got an
me.
X5, but he was just trying to take some of the sauce off the
No,
top.
no. It's X3. Let's move on.
Noah, you're a fantastic rapper and singer, and you're very funny, and you express it in such a funny way. And I'm just very curious, like, what's the origin story of what you do? Like, you and Cheetah, like, how did you land on this specific format? Like, why? Like, you're very talented, and it's just such an interesting way to express how good you are at music.
Oh, thanks, man. Well, it's kind of a semi-long story, but in college, I did a musical short with my friend Tuba we were film majors, and our film thesis, we were like, let's do a musical short and like, let's do puppets, like, fuck it. And, but we didn't know how to make puppets. So we we found this freshman who knew how to make puppets, and he taught us how to make them. And then we made a cheetah and like versions of ourselves, and we did it. And then I moved home to LA, and I was trying to do like regular R&B music, but like I'm not a sex symbol. Clearly, I'm just like a silly Billy guy. So I was like, I had this cheetah, and I was like, what if I bring him in? Maybe do like make a song about an omelet or something. And then it kind of just people seemed to enjoy it, and so I was like, well, this is what I do now. I'm gonna do this.
Man, R&B fucked up, bro.
They
They
really
should have
fucked
came and
up.
got you, man. They really fucked up, man. Don't nobody even like Tank anyway. You know what I'm saying? Like, just just because
You
a
know
dude
what? You know
looks
what?
good
Actually,
shirtless, we don't need to.
no, he did. So in college, I played D3 college basketball. I never played. I was very depressed, and I sometimes we do like 6 to 10 hour road trips to play like some D3 school in Pennsylvania, and I just like rode the bench the whole time. And and I was like super into Tank
Oh,
at that point. So I was listening to like what is it? Sex, Love, and Pain. Is
okay.
that it?
You was getting in there, damn.
Yeah, dude. And I was just bumping that like on 6 hour road trips. And now I listen back, I'm like, what the hell was I doing? He's like the most egregiously R&B guy of all time, but he's great.
Oh,
He's a legend.
damn. You working on in and out dribbles while please don't go plays is like
Yeah.
I can't
Please
unsee it.
don't go.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Just like
Yeah, dude.
pissed he ain't getting no minutes.
Yeah,
I
dude.
could,
I
yeah.
mean, he
You
was.
just in the back of the bus being depressed,
I was like,
listening to Tank.
On the way to Alcornium Polytechnical.
Right.
it's like, man,
God damn.
I should be out there playing instead of listening to
I can
Tank.
see
It ain't worth living a lie.
Yeah,
it should
but
be
Man.
crossing up these Amish kids in the middle of central Pennsylvania.
yeah, they're
It
actually
should have
were
been.
fucking Mennonites. Get it right. Get it
Mennonite,
straight.
yeah.
Damn, you had to hoop against the Mennonites? That
No,
sounds
not
scary.
hoop, but I'd see them, riding their horse and buggies,
Mhm.
and just like see the little Amish boys.
That's the difference between D1 and D3. They really shield the D1 kids from seeing the Amish.
Yeah,
There's
no,
some
there's
schools where
like
they definitely see them. Yeah.
they
I
If
don't
you
hire
think
play
so.
for
people
Penn
to.
State, you're seeing some Amish and Mennonites out there.
Nah, they got blinders on them, dog. Peaky blinders.
Peaky
Noah,
Blinders.
I'm reminded of a tweet that I love. It goes, "Nice 400-pound squat, bro. She let me hit because I'm goofy." And I feel like it's time for an R&B space for that. A goofy sex symbol, and you could be it. We don't need Tank anymore. We don't need a buff guy.
Hey, if you don't
We
need a
need a
buff
goofball.
guy, I'm your guy.
it's already begun. Like you're already. I mean, you got a song with Xzibit. Like that.
Yeah,
How did
dude.
you get linked up with Xzibit?
Well, he's my best friend now, but we're now officially best friends. But he followed me like a year ago and sent me a message like what you do with Cheetah. I was like, thanks, dude. I love you. I hope we're best friends one day. And then we didn't talk for a while. And then we did like the Beast Reality, which is like Cheetah and his two puppet friends. It's like his old rap group. And we did like a Christmas song. And I was like, I wonder if I could get Xzibit on this. And so I DM'd him and he was like, yeah. And then he FaceTimed me. And I was like, to my roommate, I was like, get out of here. Xzibit's FaceTiming me. I was like, what's up, dude? So he kind of just did it. And he's awesome. He's the best.
I
My
believe
best
every
friend.
word of it. Did he? I mean, were you allowed to talk about Pimp My Ride in the studio? My guess is no.
I didn't bring it up. Was there something weird that happened with Pimp My Ride? I forget. Like if he was in a
Well,
legal thing.
just
It came out
I
like a
think
few years ago that like anybody that ever went on the show, like almost uniformly, like their cars got broken into or stolen, and like their insurance rates went up real high because like driving with an aquarium in your trunk like
Yeah,
is
dude.
quite a liability.
That show was insane. I remember because I grew up in LA. I remember I might have been in like middle school and we were leaving some house for like with my parents and my brother, and we see this insane car and this guy just like sitting out of it. He's like, yeah, this was on Pimp My Ride. And I forget what it had in it. There might have been like a barbershop in it or something, but it was just like They're like, they took one aspect of somebody's personality and they're like, we're gonna make your car into that, and it's can't even really drive anymore, but there's an aquarium in it. It's
We
nuts.
heard you got your hair cut before, so we put a barbershop
Yeah.
in the
Yeah.
back of your Maxima,
Yeah.
including 3 old men.
Yeah, and you have to pay them now.
You got to pay the chair rental ain't cheap.
Yeah, man. But yeah. So no, we didn't talk about that. He actually didn't. We didn't. He didn't record it. I wasn't there. He invited me, but I was
Oh.
sick. And then
Oh, damn.
he just FaceTimed me, and his engineer's like right here, like closest to the camera, like playing it, and Xzibit's like in the back, and he's like, while he's playing his verse, and I'm like, that's so sick. and then
Yeah.
and then he showed up
Modern
for the
music
shoot.
stories, you know. That's
Yeah.
great, man. God damn. And Tank is to come. Once Tank sees this, first off,
Tank's
he's
a
gonna be
fan-
like,
Tank's
fuck
a fan
Jamel
of this?
Johnson.
You've-
I can only assume.
I assume Tank is at
I
least
can
heard
only
an
assume.
episode of Airbuds.
He
Yeah.
must have heard at least a clip or something. Wait, do
I
you
mean,
and
we
Tank
got
have
Not the
beef?
first
700
time
of
we've
them.
talked about him either. Yeah.
Well, because I kind of was hating for a second there. That might turn into some beef, but Tank know my heart.
Tank hears all hate. All hate. He has Google alerts, so he will hear this,
That's
and
he's
then
gonna be
he'll be
shirtless
defending him.
with a beanie on. Yeah, and that's why Tank is gonna get with you, and he's gonna say "fuck the earbuds" on the hook, maybe the bridge.
Well, now I want to actually like make sure this happens. You've never reached out to Tank before, right?
I haven't, but I need to.
Okay, we're definitely getting you a collab. You, Cheetah, and Tank are doing a video soon for sure.
That would be a freaking dream. My
I want to make this
Popping
happen.
again.
my college
this is
depressed self would be like, this is what it was all for. You didn't need to get in the
That's-
game.
A video
that's
of
so
you and
crazy.
Tank playing a one-on-one, maybe?
Nah, Tank don't want
Ooh.
them problems.
He doesn't want it.
Tank don't
He
want them
doesn't
problems,
know.
dog.
He doesn't know. You never
But that's-
played in D3.
Yeah, he's never experienced the hard knocks of D3 life basketball, man. He hasn't experienced it. I
Here's
used to
another
take
pitch I want to give. What are these 8 things though? I do need to know what you was taking with some.
I used to take 8 Advil a day, bro, because my back hurt so much. So it's like you put in these sacrifices for the game, love the game. You know what I'm saying?
Well, here's my second pitch. Us just hustling people at Venice. Let's just go to Venice and get some bread. We walk out there. We'll
Little
do the white man can't jump thing. Yeah, it could be fun.
Yeah, Jewish boy can't jump. I like that.
There's some potential there.
I
I
feel
love
like
the idea of a
it's
video
gotta-
of like you guys. Oh, go on.
No, I just say I feel like it's got to be better than the remake with Jack Harlow, right? We got.
I mean, look, they left some stuff on the table that we could get at. I just, maybe Venice isn't the right answer. We could take it out to Montebello, man. We could go the other way.
I love a video where you guys show up to try to hustle and you just get your fucking asses kicked by everybody.
Well, what's gonna happen is I set up this thing and then I can't get a bucket. Then we lose every game, like fucking 11-12, because I'm looking crazy out there.
Nah, dude, you hit some shots in the Burbank Men's League. Don't shortchange yourself, man.
I was a spot up guy. I would consider myself like the James Posey of the Burbank Men's League 2023 season.
Yes, because you wore those high socks.
I wore crazy high socks and like the headband, and the headband did not fit. My head is too big for headbands, but I figured if I'm gonna be James Posey, just do it, and it was really crunching my skull.
Well, you can wear a hat. I can't even wear hats because my head is so crazy. It's like the alien head.
Oh, it's like
from,
long. You got a long.
It's long.
I see. You got a long.
yeah. The extendo head, yeah.
It's like the kingdom. It's like the kingdom of the crystal skull head. It's fucked up. I can't even wear hats.
Damn, that's crazy.
We sell cheetah hats. I can't even wear them. Can't even promote my own hat.
That
You
is
should
brutal.
make a custom hat in the shape of like a football or whatever. It's gonna fit.
Like Hey Arnold, but the other way.
Exactly. Yeah.
But
Guys, this is a podcast about basketball, and I do want to share. I got a press release this morning, Jamel.
Oh, press.
People, for some reason, because of this podcast, I've gotten on. Me specifically, have gotten on like people's PR lists, and a press release came in this morning. Headline: Draymond Green signs multi-year partnership extension with The Volume. Green's company, The New Media, will co-produce shows with The Volume. It's basically just a long press release about how his podcast is being renewed and he's going to start making new shows. This is weird given that he is currently like in therapy jail for beating up people, right?
It's actually right on time. I mean, what is weird? It's only weird that he beats up people. Him making the press release is the least weird part.
well, it's probably like he's like, all right, he's pivoting. Is what he's doing. That's what it sounds like.
Well, it's like I can't even tell if he's pivoting because he started the podcast and was still beating fools up. You would think when he started doing
he's just going all in on the podcast. He's like, I probably can't play basketball anymore on account of I keep beating people up in the game. So he's like, but he's a good podcaster. No,
he is a good podcaster. He saved podcasting.
Well, he's a good podcaster in that he punches a teammate or chokes out Rudy Gobert and then goes on his podcast and talks about it. It's like he's creating the news and then covering it.
Which is, I don't think that's legal in most fields. Is that insider trading?
I think it is.
I think it is.
It's sort of a
I think we should probably go
one-stop content shop.
We should go to a Clippers game and like recap Kawhi and then cover it on our own podcast.
Yeah. We don't have jack shit for this next podcast. What if I just like choke slam somebody? Maybe we can talk about that.
And do you know, you have no idea how many times we have had this same conversation. It'll be the dog days of the summer. Like the week after the All-Star game, I'm always like, Benner, how about I just push you off a building?
Yeah. What if we just make up a story about somebody? What if we just lie about stuff? That's the way.
I was trying to lie about Kyrie Irving, and then the shit came true.
Oh, you like kind of Hannibal Buressed it. You said it before everyone else.
Exactly. I was like a little too far ahead, and then it became real, and I was like, "Fuck, man! I thought I was." Damn.
Yeah. He has some points, you know. Can't.
I mean,
realistically, you're a Lakers. Oh, go on.
We got to stay on the Warriors for a half second. How much longer is this fool really going to play? He keeps punching people. He just got suspended for 3 weeks.
It's been at least 13 games now. He's back with the team now, right?
And they're old as shit. I mean, they about to send Clay to therapy. They already tried to get Clay to therapy, and he was like, nah, my Coors Light is my therapy.
Is he okay?
Clay,
I'm not sure.
Clay's bad, and he's angry. He's like mad about it, and it's like coming through in the press. Someone asked him if he is optimistic about the team, and he said, "Well, we have Steph, we have me, and Draymond's coming back." And it's like that meant something 5 years ago. It means something very different now.
It's very interesting how this always happens. Every generation, the greatest players kind of fall into the same thing where they're like, it's not even that he can't play, but just feeling that he should be at the top of the game for longer than he actually is. That is so common, man.
Didn't he say like Steve Kerr was telling him? I saw a clip that was like, Steve Kerr's just like telling me to enjoy it, and I'm in the end of my career, basically.
Yeah, that was a couple days ago. Yeah, Steve Kerr basically said, stop being an asshole and please just have a good time out there because you're bringing down the vibes.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Super fair. Can you imagine? Can you imagine doing something good while Klay Thompson's on the bench? And he's just like, he wants to sock you.
Yeah, no, I think he's angry at if Kuminga like ever dunks a basketball, he wants to pull down his pants in front of everybody in the locker room for sure.
Good old fashioned pants. Good old fashioned sack tap. Sometimes you got a sack tap.
Maybe that's what they need.
We used to sack tap in middle school all the time.
Which was like, really, it's like, soon as we got nuts, everybody was like, what if we just destroyed them? First day you get nuts. Now everybody want to obliterate each other's nuts.
Yeah, like Draymond, but he was more kick. He's more a kicker.
Yeah.
Do you think he's gonna do you think he's gonna do like wrestling? He's gonna go WWE?
Oh, that's kind of a perfect place for him, I think.
I mean, it's a good check.
Yeah, I'm sure you could make what, $150,000 to show up at WrestleMania for 5 minutes.
Yeah, just do all the moves.
Damn, dude.
He already's been doing.
Black Kurt Angle? Anyone?
Yeah, I mean,
I think the streets could use it.
I think it would be great.
I think it would be beautiful. Are there any other wrestling companies besides WWE, or is it all? Did they just kind of take everything?
No,
he should go to Japan, bro.
There's AEW, which I only know because it is on TNT and is advertised constantly during NBA games. Should I reply to Draymond's PR person right now and pitch him as a wrestler?
Hell yeah.
Yes.
Write it up.
But but I need a cut.
Yeah, put Noah in there. Put Noah in the drafts. Yeah.
All right. Funny you should send this right now.
Wait, what did she say?
She set the she set the press release about Draymond's podcast company. Right. Yeah. Funny you should send this right now because me, Jamel Johnson, and Noah Morayniss,
nice.
We're just talking about Draymond joining the WWE.
Or AEW if that's easier contractually.
Parentheses, or AEW if that's easy or contractually.
Keep in mind, Noah is getting a percentage.
We would take a cut.
Yeah, don't wait, yeah. Put that part right now.
We would take a cut. Noah getting the highest percentage. 15%?
Whatever.
48. Yeah, 48 cool?
I'm cool with that.
All right, bet. Yeah, write 48 in there.
Fire it off.
Please.
Fire that shit off.
Let us know when Draymond...
Most of the show is us working on business emails, Noah. I'm sure you picked up on that by now, but I just wanted to let just to be sure.
All right. Sent the email.
Sometimes you got to workshop your emails with your bros on the podcast.
Exactly. Yeah. It's more efficient than doing drafts.
For sure. Noah, you're a Lakers fan. Is that fair to say?
It's fair. It's fair. I'm not
Have
a good one.
Have you ever been tempted by the Clippers?
No. Just because my best friend still and growing up is like a diehard Clippers fan, so I always like to be the antagonist to him and make fun of him at how unlucky the Clippers were. I thought he was gonna kill himself when they lost. Well, it was like a few years ago when. What happened? They lost to the Spurs or something?
Lost to the Warriors, or it's
the Warriors.
The Spurs. I think it was a 2015 season. It was one of the greatest playoff series of all time, really. But it was Spurs Clippers. Went 7 games.
That one, and then the one to the Warriors where they lost. I think they were up like 3-1, weren't they? Kitty.
I think so.
Yeah. Hey. Cat was trying to walk on my mixer, so I had to grab this fool.
Can't do that. But yeah, I thought he was gonna. I was like texting my friends. I was like, "Should we check on Evan? I think he's bad."
Evan, come on! I know Evan. You mean the general manager of Scary Kittles basketball?
Yeah, dude.
GM.
He forgot to sign us
up
for next
GM?
season. Yeah, man.
What does the GM of a rec
every
league
team
team
needs
do?
a GM. He's
Of
the
course.
leader of the text group. He
He shows us where the gym is
he tells
because
us
it's all different gyms.
which side of the reversible jersey to wear.
Yeah.
It's important shit.
These are important things, man. He says what snacks is in the vending machine at each gym.
Yeah, he brings orange slices.
Come on, man.
I
Generally
kinda wanna be-
managing, Mike.
I want to be a GM kind of now.
Sounds nice, right?
Banner, I do have dreams of putting together an Airbuds roster.
Who would it be? Me, you.
Well, listen, it's me, you,
Peter would be the GM because he lives in New York now.
and would not be helpful. Who else? Probably a couple extras from Winning Time. I know a couple of the extras from Winning Time.
Oh, right. Yeah.
You know what I mean? And obviously, I would make a bid for Noah, but Noah's on Scary Kittles. But I probably, maybe I could we work out some sort of trade, some sort of buyout or something.
Yeah, I mean, just talk to Evan. I have zero loyalties, so I'm really wherever the money is, I go there.
I'm thinking something like $800, and
Deal.
Let's see. Well, if it's Burbank League, oh, I don't even gotta put no tacos on it.
No, nothing else. No.
Oh shit!
I'm
the worst negotiator.
Yeah, damn. I was at least gonna take you to Pablito's. Oh, okay.
Fuck.
He's
I
in.
always miss
Line it up.
out on stuff like that.
You take PayPal.
Yeah, I take PayPal, Zelle, Cash App. My cat is going
Whoa.
brazen outside my door right now.
I heard your cat. I think your cat smelled my cat through the laptop.
Should I let him in? I'm gonna let him in real quick. You guys,
You might have to let him in.
Yeah. Do it. Jamel, we got to include Ike in Portland also on the team because he's
Ike's ready to go.
He's tall. He can hoop.
The only reason I wouldn't is because he's not in LA. But Ike is, as far as hoopers I know, he's probably making a roster.
If we make the playoffs,
Sorry
we're
about
gonna
that,
fly Ike down. Yeah.
Got a motor. No worries. I do want to stay in this rec league zone for a second. What was your favorite memory from the season? I'm hoping I can lead us to this story because I know what my favorite memory was.
You talking about my brother?
Okay, wait. When your brother came, that was sick. First off, but that was not talking about that. That was my favorite memory was
real quick.
Yeah, go ahead.
Well, my brother, he's really good. Well, he was good. He taught me how to play.
He's
when
nice.
I was younger. He hasn't played in like 2 years, so he was a lights out shooter. So he came in is frustrated. He was missing a lot of shots, and then the second game, this guy was kind of torching us from the BMW dealership, and I think it was tied, and Jake, my brother, was like, I gotta guard this guy because I'm not doing anything on offense really. I need this guy's kind of killing everyone else. I'm gonna guard him. So he did a pretty good job, but then the guy hit a last second buzzer, like step back, crazy buzzer beater, and
from like 28 feet. It was a really good shot.
Yeah, it was a good shot. It was good defense too. But my brother,
it was great defense.
My brother was so upset. Like he has like a 1-year-old baby girl that like he should like that's what he cares about. But he like couldn't help but be so upset on the ride home. He's like, I'm gonna be thinking about this for like a week. I think I want to kill myself.
Damn, it was because it was like I remember that too because he didn't play that much that game. He kind of I'm chilling.
Yeah, I told him to like sub in more because like you kind of sub yourself in, but he's like he didn't want to impose because he was like a guest. But
we don't care at all.
Yeah, we don't. It was tough on him though. So that was my favorite memory because it was funny for me. I was like laughing the whole. I was just like looking at him like making sure he's okay.
My favorite memory was earlier before your brother came on the team. I want to say it was one of our first 2 games. We were playing a team. We were playing like the staff of a boys and girls club. And it was like older dudes. It was like these older dudes. And they was like, first off, somebody knocked over the oldest man on their team. That was
I'm
like
sorry.
the
My
beginning.
cat's going crazy. I'm so sorry. Boomy.
His cat is like.
God,
Do you hear his cat?
Yeah, no, I hear it. It's great. I like it.
It doesn't
His
make for good
cat is
podcasting.
His cat is really mad.
I loved
Okay.
it. I thought it was adding good texture. Yeah.
Anyway, okay, so we were in the gym, we see we're playing some older dudes, and everybody's kind of like, hey, it's gonna be a good night. It's gonna be a good night. We got these old men. And then it's like it's a close game. They're kind of getting in our shit. And somebody knocked over the oldest man on their roster. And we all kind of looked at each other like, oh, like that. We could feel that that was over the line, but nobody knew what was really going to happen next. And then this old man, he kind of made it his mission to like make the rest of the game a nightmare. And he was, I don't know if you remember this, Noah. Somebody on our team was on the line. It's a 9-point game. We're getting beat the whole first half. Second half, we come out with some renewed energy and we start to cut into this lead. We were down like 16 at the half, and it's a 9-point game. And we got somebody on the line, and this old man is talking shit to our guy on the line. The guy on the line is talking shit back to this old man. Now, Benner, mind you, this is the Burbank League. There's a running clock. They're not stopping the clock for anything. So they're talking shit. They're wasting mad time. And dude shoots his first shot. And before he could shoot his second one, the old dude jumps off the line to start playing defense before the second free throw could go up. And we all kind of looked at each other like, is this a lane violation? And then everybody who was not in the game was like, oh, right, it's the Burbank League. They probably don't even do lane violations. But our guy on the line was like, he like refused to shoot until they called a lane violation.
Harry. Shout out Harry. He was like, sir. He was talking to the ref. He was like, sir, I'm hoisting up the shot. Like he said the word.
He said hoisting.
He said hoisting. I was dying.
And the ref, as soon as he said hoisting, he was like, I'm done with this dude, son. Hoist this L. That's what the ref said back to Harry with his eyes. You feel me? And this interaction takes like 3 minutes. He finally shoots the ball. We go on to lose. You get hot. We go on to lose by like what? 1, 2, something.
Yeah. Didn't Harry get ejected or got a technical?
He did. He got a tech, and they put him in the penalty box. They put him in the Burbank League penalty box.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then the next game he got another technical. And then I think you have to sit out for like 10 minutes, which is like most of the game.
If you get 2 technicals in the Burbank League,
Jamel?
Yeah, it's Harry Styles. We got a singer, songwriter, pop sensation Harry Styles on the team. And Harry Styles, once you get 2 techs in the Burbank League, well, first off, they don't let you go to you can't go to any donut spots off of Magnolia or nothing. They put your face on all the donut spots.
Yeah, it's hard. It was hard on him. But
you get waitlisted at Porto's. He did. He did.
At Porto's.
They waitlist you at Porto's. They're like, "What'd you do in the Burbank League last night? We heard."
I told someone about that I was playing in a Burbank League, and they were like, "So like, Burbank?" They thought it was like cities of Los Angeles playing against each other. So
and you made the Burbank squad?
Yeah, like all the best guys from Burbank versus like the Beverly Hills, like rich guys. And it's like a whole thing. I was like, let's go Burbank.
He thought it was like AAU basketball in the 90s.
Yeah, exactly. But like,
adults with jobs
for people in their 30s. Yeah.
And I said, yes, that's exactly what it is. And I will.
Wasn't wrong.
And I'm going to avenge the city of Burbank.
We're coming back. We're coming back harder than ever, bro. That's a promise.
Yeah.
Jamel, I did want to ask you about something.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't think you're going to like it.
What, man?
Something that was going around Twitter the other day. People just for whatever reason, really enjoyed pointing out that Jordan Poole has the worst plus minus in the entire league out of 520 players at negative 342. But a thing that people did not point out is that his teammate on the Wizards, Kyle Kuzma, is right behind him at number 2.
What this situation has taught me is that nobody on the internet is qualified to have an opinion about basketball. All that people are qualified to do online is to hate on basketball players. Fully qualified to do that, please show all of these stats, make all of the memes, LOL it all. But when everybody was talking to me about this signing in the preseason, all they could say to me was, hey, you guys got a guy from the Warriors. Ooh, it's going to be so many baddies at the game. And I said to them all, you guys are idiots. Leave me alone. And now here we are.
Yeah.
And now here we are.
I thought Jordan Poole would be better. The Warriors don't win that 2021 championship without him playing very well in the playoffs and the finals. I thought he was going to be a decent addition to your team, but I do think Draymond Green punched the spirit out of him, and now he is just an anchor on the Wizards, dragging them down.
Yeah, man. I mean, situations, brother. It's been said 1,000 times, and I'm gonna say it one more time. When you are Jordan Poole and you're on the Warriors, you are getting guarded by the team's 3rd or 4th best defender. You never see a double team. They're never trying to get the ball out of your hand. They want you to shoot. The game plan when he was on the Warriors was if we can get it out of Stephen Clay's hands, we've done our job. That's what every defensive plan has been. That's what every coach will tell you. And when you put him on the Wizards and say, hey, it's his ball, it's pretty simple. Just let him go look dumb as fuck.
He does some cool stuff every now and again.
Yeah,
Sometimes
sure.
it's cool.
Sometimes it is cool, man. I'm not going to act like it's not. He's for sure. Like, yeah, he's done things I can't even imagine with a basketball this year, both good and bad.
Yeah, but you can't,
whatever, bro.
You can't argue with the plus minus.
I sure can't. But I mean, and sure, yeah, you're talking to a guy with a podcast plus minus of negative 1 million. My podcast plus minus is terrible.
No,
but that don't got shit to do with basketball. You understand?
I think you're a net positive on podcasts. I mean, nobody would listen to us if it wasn't for you.
I actually don't even think
sure
you
about
can
that?
calculate that. I don't think that's a real stat.
Buddy, I have. I've ran the numbers. I've ran the numbers on look, here are the vectors, all right? It's podcast appearances, it's amount of times you say the N-words to a predominantly white audience. References repeated. You know what I'm saying? These are the things that are holding me back as a podcaster.
I mean, you only have so many stories.
The 5-star reviews that literally say, I only listen just because of Jamel. The other guys suck.
Yeah. Also, working with people who suck more than you do. That is factored into this.
You can't listen to the comments. Take it from me. I get a lot.
Fair enough.
Yeah. Well, Noah, we did a bit for a long time where we would read any 5-star review. And I think at some point the listeners realized that if they click 5-star and make fun of us, then we will have to read it on the air.
Are there any memorable ones that really stay with you and really like hurt you?
I mean, I know there's a couple haunting this man. He's definitely been haunted by this.
There was one that was like, it said like, Benner sounds the way Kelly Olynyk looks, and I took that to heart. It really hurt my feelings. Yeah.
Somebody said
like
commented on one of my videos. I had no pants on, or you could see my thighs. They were like right thigh bigger than left thigh. I was like, what the hell? I was like, guys, are my thighs off?
Oh my god!
I was like working out one of my legs harder.
You're trying to
So-
get your thighs even.
Yeah, dude. So you can't let that get to you. Is what I'm saying, because then it stays with you.
No, I'm not an on-camera person. I don't like to be perceived visually. I don't even like to really be on a podcast, but I do this with my friends. But we're doing Jamel and I are shooting a video soon where we're playing one-on-one, and I'm dreading the reaction to people seeing me in shorts playing basketball.
I mean,
I'm
look, hey,
excited.
which is okay, so it's called the dab game. Noah, check this out. Here's the deal. Because I am a Burbank Rec League legend, I have decided that I'm so much better at basketball than Mike Benner. If we play 1-on-1, I could beat him without him scoring on me. I'm so confident of this. Every time he scores on me, I have to take a dab.
Dude, that's gonna fucking destroy you. Please score a
Yeah,
lot.
it's
All I need to do
Please.
is hit one layup and I win.
If he scores once, it'll end the game and my life.
Benner, we're gonna train. We're gonna train together before this.
Look, I'm literally leaving after we're done recording. I'm going across the street to the park across from my office to put some shots up. So,
Yes,
Ooh,
that's amazing.
Yeah, first week in February, should we do it let's do it the week before the Super Bowl?
Well, also, Noah, here's the thing: is that Jamel's doing a weed-free January too. So we have to wait until February.
That's
so
good though,
he's
because
gonna
his
be, like,
tolerance will
extra-
be down.
Yeah, it's good for me.
Yeah, I'm like, it is kind of a bad plan because before this, I was smoking I was weed training. I was ready weed wise, but now
You're not
I'm
gonna
like
have your
the
weed
opposite.
legs under you. Yeah,
I'm not gonna have my
tra-
weed legs. I'm gonna have my real legs.
Yeah, I'm training every day for this shit, man. Weed training. I smoked a spliff before pretty much all of our games, but sometimes, there's like the perfect spot that you have to hit. So sometimes I'd come in there like scared.
I remember. Hey, listen, the first couple games you played great in every game. Like hit some big shots, great one-on-one moves. But the best game you had, you ended up with what, like 40, 30, 40?
40, 50, see, I don't know. Who's
Something
keeping
like
track?
40 of our 50 scored points. Like he had like 90% of the team's points right in this game. And the first thing I remember you saying was, "I think I found the right amount of weed." Guys, you were like, "Yo, I think I finally figured it out."
I found the perfect amount. It was funny. That reminds me of in college with Evan. I was his roommate, and my schedule was like insane. Like my earliest class was like 1. And that was like the earliest one in the week. So I was staying up till like 4 a.m., waking up at like 1. And I think it was like 2 a.m. I rolled up a spliff at night to smoke in my room. I like turned on Schindler's List. I was like, I want to watch Schindler's List.
Oh my god,
It was a weird time. And then I was like, Evan, dude, this spliff tastes crazy. I think I found the perfect like weed to tobacco ratio. It's like tastes so good. And he's like, "Did you just brush your teeth?" I was like, "Yeah." He's like, "It's the mint." I was like, "Oh."
You're like, "Oh, word."
It's like, "Word." All right. Well, I'm just gonna finish Schindler's List. I'll probably get to bed at like 5. I'll see you tomorrow.
I'm just gonna finish Schindler's List full volume. Good night, buddy.
Night, bro. Thanks for the insight. Thanks for the insight.
Hey, do you know any gyms where we could smoke weed indoors? A basketball court. We were trying to figure out where to do this. I think we're gonna end up outside. We probably should do this outside, but I have this dream of some sort of private gym. Yeah,
you have to have a dab rig. You have to have a blowtorch. We can't do it inside unless it's like somebody's house,
Yeah,
we could get one of those Puffco things. Let's get one of them Puffco things.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Yeah, they've got like a digital dab thing where you don't need the torch anymore. It's just kind of like a big like pyramid device that is just kind of a perpetual dab.
Yeah, there's one called Dr. Dabber. I did a video, like an ad for them with Cheetah, and then we lost out on like an AT&T ad because they saw it and they were like, we can't
Oh no.
Brutal.
do that now.
Which is nuts because it's like AT&T. Like, do you understand how many weed deals y'all have like assisted in? Do you understand
Yeah.
what Rick Ross said? I'm selling dope straight through the iPhone when it was an AT&T exclusive.
Yeah, dude, and
That's
that
true.
probably got them a lot of revenue. So I don't know what they're so
A
uptight
lot
about,
of a lot of goddamn revenue. A&T need to come up off it.
for real. But all that to say, there's products out there that you can use.
We got options.
Well, I think I'm just gonna offer it now. Noah, if you wanna referee the game,
I
you
was
are
thinking
more than
that. I'd love
welcome
to.
come join. Yeah.
Yeah, can I?
that'd be nice.
I'll do a dab before. Like I have to, right, to do it before.
Oh yeah, you start the game with a dab as the ref,
Yeah.
and
Right.
then we'll just kind of. That actually
Yeah.
sounds really
While
fun.
you're
Like
while you're throwing the tip off up, you have to be one hand throwing the ball, other hand. Yeah.
yeah, this game is also full court 1-on-1.
This game won't. It's not gonna. It's just gonna. We're just gonna see.
It's
some
not going to
food.
finish.
I feel like-
It's not
The first, it's gonna end at 4 points.
We're
Yeah.
just gonna see a big bag of orange slices and then just like eat them all and just be too sticky to keep going.
Yeah, like, hey man, I can't touch a ball like this, man. We should probably
Guys,
just
we're
get
too
up out of
sticky.
here.
We gotta leave.
We gotta leave.
I would love
First
to. ref.
basketball game called due to stickiness. I would love it. That's how it ended. Yeah.
There's a lot of potential here for this.
Well, speaking of ending, guys, let's wrap this up. Noah, is there anything you want to plug, or where can people find you?
Just goodboy.noah on all the things, Instagram, TikTok. And if you want to follow my puppet, you can follow ao.cheetah on Instagram. He has his own Instagram, so it's pretty sweet.
Highly recommend. Quality content. Love every video. Jamel, anything you want to plug or anything?
My album Out the City is still out, and it's in your phone right now. Just type in Out the City. I think I have the only thing streaming that's called Out the City. Also, this Sunday at the Rose Bowl Flea Market, January 14th, Fat Riley Sports Apparel returns. That's right. Your boy is specializing in big and tall sportswear. I'm bringing out the good jerseys this time. The last couple times I sold kind of the better mids. You know what I mean? Like buying weed deep in the valley, like Sunland level jerseys. But now I'm bringing you the Studio City weed of jerseys. I'm giving you the good stuff, some custom things that I've made, and hella hats. If you're not fat, I got a ton of hats. I got a ton of dad hats, sport related. Probably, if you like a team, I probably got some shit you're interested in. Come on by Rose Bowl Flea Market this Sunday. I think it's like $10 to get in. Come fuck with your boy.
Wow, just throwing the hats thing right in Noah's face after he confided in us about his insecurity.
Noah
about
don't
hats.
need no hats. Well, he needs a hat that fits his head, but he don't need none of my hats.
If there's any companies out there that make long hats that go backwards length in a long sort of way, just hit me up.
Long hats that go back.
Yeah.
Feels
I
like it
can't
should
get
be
any more
something.
specific than that.
Yeah, I think we all
right.
we all knew what you meant.
Well, thank you guys for listening. We love you. Bye.
Bye.
Now, see here, Tracy. It's impolite to slurp one's soup.
He had one of the biggest boners of all time.